Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. I am Belinda and I am a mature makeup artist and I like to share my beauty tips, my tutorials, and things like that with you. If this sounds something like you are interested in, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any notifications. So for today's video, we are going to do brushes. What are my favorite brushes? What brushes you need to do an eye look? The best brushes for someone starting out, detail brushes, things like that. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, we'll just keep on watching. So I get asked a lot, like, what brushes would I suggest to someone? What are my favorite brushes? And then I got asked to do a brush video a little while back, and I'm a little late on that, so I am doing that today. So in this little bag here, and there goes some of them, I have all of my favorite brushes, and I will show you. Like, it has two sides, and I've got them all shoved in there, and then some don't even fit. So the first set of brushes I'm going to start out with that are inexpensive and really good are the Blendbunnycosmetics brushes. These brushes are so aesthetically pleasing to the eye, number one. Number two, they are extremely soft and they get the job done. Now, not all of my brushes are clean, so please don't come at me. But her brushes are numbered B1 through B5. And I am going to show you what each brush does. We're not doing a tutorial, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is a tapered brush. And this is good for laying pigment down, like right around the crease, right in here. And I'm probably going to get eyeshadow on my eyes because they're not all clean. Or you can, do some detail right through here. And then B2, this is a more of a stiffer, detailed blending brush. So this one would be good to go right in here at the crease and blend. Now there's no rules to makeup, guys. You can use whatever brush you like for whatever reason. Keep that in mind. But this is a good detailed blending brush that will get right in there and blend out the colors. And then we have B3. This one is a little bit longer, and it has more of a tip on it. This one would be good for really getting in there and blending that color out. Also getting down here at the outer edge and under that transition color, and I'm going to end up with a pink eye. And then there's B4. B4 looks like this. It is a longer tapered brush. This one would be good. Even this one would be good for getting right here in the inner part of the lid where a lot of brushes won't get and do exactly what you need them to. So this one would be good just to blend out what you just put down, and it goes all over. And I cleaned these brushes off before I did. This one is B5, and it is a all over blending brush, so it will blend all over the lid. I use this when I'm putting down a color, sometimes I use it to blend out that color. It gets in. These brushes are really amazing because they get in where other brushes kind of mud up and, you know, make a mess. So I suggest these brushes. I do have a code. It is BelindaMua. I do not make any money off of it, but it does save you 10%, and I will leave the link in the description. Another good set of brushes are the Rephr brushes. These are real hair. These are synthetic. The difference in real hair is softer, and they pick up more pigment and disperse it really well over the lid. This is the Rephr 15. This is, I think, the basic eye set on the Rephr website. I really love their brushes and I want more. So this one would be like an all over blending brush, like right here in the crease, out here. I really love this one, the Rephr 13. Yes, they are dirty. I like this one for getting out here in my outer crease, in here on my inner crease, up here doing cleanup work. And then we have the Rephr 14. Yes, they're dirty. I was actually going to do a brush cleaning video for you guys too, an updated one. This one is good for getting up and underneath your transition shade out here. These are really, really good brushes, and sometimes you can catch them on sale, and I think I have a 40% off code I can use to go buy me some more, which I don't have a code to share with you. I'm sorry I don't. But I will leave the link to Rephr. These are real hair. And then the next set of brushes are Sigma. I love Sigma brushes. This is not all of them, but I'm not going to go through each and every one. I'm going to go through the ones that I use the most, and that would be good for someone just starting out. Extras of everything. So these are the brushes that I would suggest to start out with at Sigma. The first one is the E25. This is one of my favorite brushes. But the E25 is really good at getting in there and laying down your shadow where you need it. It's also good for blending it out if you turn it. I love the E25. It's one of the best brushes. Then we have the E27, which you can see, and I'm getting these brushes dirty, which you can see the difference between these two. The E25 is a little bit longer. The E27 is a little bit shorter. So it will get in, and it's flatter too, so it will get in right here underneath your transition. Now I say crease or hood a lot. That is for hooded eye women. But this is thinner, so it will get right up and underneath there. It will lay down shadow right here really well, and it also blends out. You can get right in here to pack your shadow. The next brush I would suggest is the E42. This is the Precision Firm Blender brush, and this one will get right up here and it will blend out those shadows precisely, like right here in your crease, right down here in your outer corner, up and underneath the transition. It'll even get right in here. So I really like this brush. The next one I like is the E33. This is the Detailed Diffused Crease Brush. So this one is typically made for the crease. You can get in there and blend away those shadows or blend them into place, straighten them out. So I really like this brush. It has, as you can see, it has a lot of back and forth. It has a lot of movement, and it is long and tapered. I love this brush. And Sigma does have a 1 or 2 year warranty on the brushes when you buy them, and no one else does that that I know of. And then the next one would be the E44. This is the firm blender brush. So this one would be, for instance, if you have packed on too much shadow out here in your outer crease, you would get in there and it goes back and forth really well, and it will blend out your shadows a little bit more firmer than the detailed diffused crease brush. So this is firm. I usually use this one right in here in my crease. And everyone needs a packer brush. Actually, this one is the ABH A3. This is one of my favorites. It's a shader brush, packer brush. You can pack on your pigment right here or out here. But I really like this brush. So it can pack on pigment anywhere you need it to. Another brush I'm going to mention, Sigma Cut Crease Brush. If you are into cutting your crease, this is a wonderful brush. I don't use it as much anymore because I've got so many brushes to do that with, but I love this brush because it is really precise, and as you can see, it's angled, so you can just get right in there and cut that crease. I love this. And you can see it's pretty flat. You can flatten it out once you get your eye primer on there. And then the ABH one, I really like this one too. This is a cut crease brush, and it's really flat, as you can see. This one's really good at getting in there and cutting the crease. So those are some brushes that I really like. And then I'm going to mention a couple more places, give you some options. ShopMASS is a place online that everything is $1, or it may have went up to $1.25, I'm not sure. But their brushes are so good. I've been using these brushes for about 3 years now. They have makeup, they have hair stuff, they have jewelry, they have household things, small, but I really like ShopMASS. And these are some of the brushes that I use on a regular basis, more or less every day. This brush right here is the E121, and I guess you could call this a shader brush or a packer brush, but it's a little large. So you can't really cut the crease with this. I mean, I guess some people have, but I like a more detailed cut crease. But what I like to do with this brush is I like to use my Gerard Clean Canvas, and this is good for mature ladies with mature lids, and I just dip into it and I lay it down and spread it out all over my lid. Okay, so I love to use this brush for that. There are no rules to makeup, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember that you can use whatever brush works for you, for whatever reason. And then another one is the E122. This is another ShopMASS brush. It is smaller. This one you could use as a cut crease brush if you would like. Sometimes I use this to go in and lay glitter or shimmers down right here in the front of my eye. And then another one I really can't live without is the F116. I think this is the best brush for going right here in the inner corner and brightening that up and bringing it down. And I also like to use it right here to do my brow bone, put some highlighter there. You can also use the E122 to clean up underneath your brows with your eye primer or your concealer. So this is a cheap option, and they have lots of brushes on ShopMASS that are $1, and you can also buy a set, I think, for like $10. But this is a set of brushes that I highly recommend. The ones that I mentioned I love, and I buy extras and keep some on hand. And then the last set of brushes, actually there's 2 more sets of brushes I'm going to mention. These just came out, and these are the Makeup Geek brushes. Again, mine are dirty, so please don't come at me. I've been really busy. I'm not sure that these have a name, but they are so beautiful. Look at the purple, and it looks like it's an ombre, black and purple, but they're so pretty. But this one is a concealer brush, and I have used it. It does fit under the eye. You can fit it on the eye. And then this is the outer V brush. So these actually tell you what they are for. And this one would be to use right through here, up in here. So this right here is your outer V, okay? And you can go up into here. You can actually get it in here in the front of the lid where you're laying down pigment. I really like this brush. Another brush is the Soft Dome brush. This one is for blending through the crease, out here, just anywhere on the lid. I really like this brush. And this one is the Defined Crease brush. So now this is for more detail to get in your crease. Again, ladies with hooded eyes, these are good. And if you don't know what a hooded eye is, okay, this is me looking straight at you. Now, this is when I relax my eyes, and if your upper lid comes down like mine, you have extra skin hanging down over your mobile lid. That is a hooded eye. Okay, so this is really good for getting in there and doing detail work in the crease. And the last brush from this set is the multi-purpose eye brush. I really like this brush. I didn't think I would because it was so large, but this brush is perfect for laying down a matte or a shimmer right through here. I also can put highlighter on with this brush. I love this brush. And this is another brush that goes to the Makeup Geek. It is the dual-ended brow brush. So you get a spoolie, and you also get, you can do your liner with that, which I'm not going to touch it because it's dirty. You can do your eye line above your lashes with that. I've even done underneath. So that comes in the set, and these are really inexpensive. I do not have a code with Makeup Geek. I can't help you to save any money, but I will leave them linked down below. Okay, so for my favorite set of eye brushes that I use the most. Now, these are very expensive, I feel. They're pretty expensive, but they are so worth the money. They're not really bad. They're around $25 a brush. And I used Afterpay, and there's about 3 or 4 more brushes that I do need to get the whole set. But the Rose and Ben Beauty, these brushes are phenomenal. They're like an olive green and gray, but the quality is, it's amazing. Let's start out with this brush. This is the E27, and as you can see, it's shaped really different than most any brush you will ever find out there. But her brushes are multi-purpose. You can use them for so many different things, okay? This is the E27. Now, you can use this in here in the inner corner to lay down shimmer. You can use this out here in the outer part of the V. You can deepen, like if you've already laid down a crease color and you want to deepen it, you can pack the shadow on this way. Or you can come down here with this brush and do your bottom lid, lash line. And the thing that I love the most is I twist this brush around, and like if I'm doing this, you know, laying it down with that part, then I will turn it around and I will blend with the front part. Blend it out. And you can do that up here too. And then the next brush is the E28. This is my absolute favorite brush because it does so good. When I first got these brushes, I was really wondering, like, these are so big, how am I going to use them? You know, it's going to take a while to get used to them. But this brush is so good. You don't have to do windshield wiper motions with these brushes. All you have to do with these brushes, and most any brush, is just tap. Just tap it on. And you can get in your crease, out here in the outer crease. And then if you move the brush around, so say I put some eyeshadow pigment on the edge of this brush, then you turn it and use the edges where you put your pigment. You can also go in here and blend with the outer side of the brush. The hairs on this, it's tapered, but it's made differently, guys. I don't know. This brush is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. And then this is the E29. It is like an all-over blending brush. I haven't used this one too many times, so I can't really speak on it. Actually, I don't think I've used it at all because I'm so stuck on the E28 and the E27. But I'm sure you could probably do some highlighter with this brush and blend, all over blending. And then the C30. Oh my gosh, this brush is so good. So this brush is good for cutting the crease. And guys, when I say cutting the crease, this is the best cutting the crease brush I have ever used. It's better than my Sigma or my ABH. You just lay down your eye primer and you just bring it around, and it makes the smoothest line I've ever seen. It's so good. You can use this brush, you know, like I said, to lay down your eye primer. You can use this brush to lay down shimmer. You can clean up around the edges with this brush, down here. But another thing I like this brush for is cleaning up around the lips. You don't have to put anything on it. It can be completely dry. You just go around and it cleans up the edges of your lips so precise. And then you just wipe it off. That's it. I love, 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 love. And the last brush I have is the E26. This is the eyeliner brush. And you can go in and do a gel liner with this brush. An eyeliner with this brush. Do inner liner work with this brush. And they're just so precise. I love the Rose and Ben Beauty. And she is fairly new, so she does not have any codes at this time. Or, I mean, I haven't heard if there's a code. So here's one of my ShopMASS A brushes. I used this earlier to lay down my Cosmetics clean canvas, and I've not picked up any more. But this is another reason why I love these brushes, because sometimes I just pick it up and clean up whatever I'm doing that day on my eye, and it always seems to have just enough in there for me to clean up around my eye. And as you've seen, I had some pink pigment on my eye, so I'm just going to clean that up. And there we go. We're ready for an eyeshadow tutorial. Now, if you like face brushes, I'm only going to mention one brand, Anissa Beauty. They have the Pinnacle foundation brush. And as you can see, yes, my brushes are dirty, guys. As you can see, this is like a triangle shaped. It gets right in around wherever you need to get when you're putting on your foundation. I usually bring it down here and then just cut it. And this is, you know, the days of pulling your foundation are over. You need to tap. Always tap in your product. Don't pull and tug at your skin. But this is an amazing brush. I've been using Anissa Beauty now for a little over a year, and I'm hooked, line and sinker. And then this is the Pinnacle concealer brush. I love this brush, guys. When I say I love it, I have 3 of them. This is really good about getting right in there and cleaning up your concealer. I love this brush. I love this brush. This is their highlighter brush, tapered highlighter brush. So you can just go in and highlight. I use it as powder sometimes. And then this is their powder brush, the multi powder brush. I use this for many things. I use it for blush sometimes. I use it for bronzer sometimes. Sometimes I go in here, not at the same time I've used bronzer or blush. When it's clean, I like to use it to get my powder out off my face. These brushes are so well made. They're so soft. There's been no fallout with these brushes, like things falling out. They're really good brushes. Nothing has fell out on me. Then they have the Crescent contour brush. This is an amazing brush because if you look at the cut of this brush, you go right in with your contour, and then you put your contour on this side. If you like cream contour, you can even use it for powder contour. And I do have a video on these brushes, and I will link it below on how to use them. But like, if I had cream contour on this, I could stamp it, and then I could turn it around and go in and buff it out. And this fits so perfectly to everywhere that you need your product. I love this brush. And they have one more, the buffing bronzer brush. Love, love, love. This thing does such a good job. You just place your bronzer there and you just sit here and buff. It's perfect. I love this brush. I love Anissa Beauty. They are a great brand. Again, the brushes are a little more luxury, high-end than most brushes out there, but they do accept Afterpay, and they are phenomenal. So guys, I hope that this video helped you on brushes. I know there was several sets in here, but I wanted to share some not so expensive to expensive. So that way you can decide which brushes would work better for you. I love my Blend Bunny brushes, and I think they're like $35 for the set. And I do have a code. So if you want to use that one, she is an indie brand and she is fairly new. Go grab those. As far as the other ones, I don't have any codes, but we'll link them below. And if I can find a code from a friend that might have a code, I will put that in the description box for you. And guys, that was the end of this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Giving it a thumbs up is absolutely free. It does not cost you a thing, and it helps me so much. And if you have not subscribed to this channel and you like makeup and beauty related content from a mature southern lady from the South, then please hit subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss a beat. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Stay blessed.